Hi there. As always, this is another UFO based story. Hope you enjoy it. It's a true story again by a chap called Paul Elliott. He was the defense minister in Canada from 63 to 69. So he knew a lot of things what were going on around the world and privy to lots of secret information. Defense minister, knows all the goodies. She's like our defence minister. If somebody's going to know anything, it's them. So this guy was the Will McCoy, and he got interviewed and went on media and all sorts of channels, saying basically we've been visited by 4 species of aliens, literally here now. And it says some look like humans, and some are tall, Nordic, blonde, and some it says described look like a cartoon character. But basically, there's 4 what's here permanently all the while, just about. And it says there's at least 80 species, and there's basically they're all friendly except what he describes as only 2. Remember, this is a defence minister saying this in Canada. So, a reputable bloke, he knows everybody. So, if anybody's going to know anything, like I said, it'd be him, and it's straight from him. He describes that they'd give us more technology if we just was a bit more peaceful for humans. Um, didn't want to make atomic bombs and didn't want to kill each other. That they're willing to give us more technology to make us life better. And a few of the things what they said gave us obviously were Kevlar and microchips. And the one thing what stood out to me was Samsung Galaxy. He described that name came from them. So that was quite um, interesting. The thing about it, though, is that how come it's only him talking about it? Literally, nobody in the Canadian government actually mocked him or tried to ridicule him. Because I presume they couldn't. And he went on to say these alien species beings, they've got their own federation as well. It sounds like Star Wars, Star Trek, and but it's straight from this guy, and it said they have their own federation and they govern themselves and look after themselves, and but they're just concerned us that the humans may be a danger to them with the weapons we're making, like atomic bombs and different, probably now beam weapons and things the like. So you can see why they're getting concerned. But he says it's been coming here for thousands and thousands of years. It's not a new thing. So it's quite often what we see around the world. It's been initiated from those, and how many times I think even I've mentioned it a few times. In Peru, there's Nazca lines and everything else, and we all know about the pyramids, and there's thousands and thousands more objects around the world. I mean, one of my favourite things, funny enough, is not a building or a structure as such. It's a pole, a metal pole. I mentioned this going on a tangent, but because I think they reckon it's 18 or 800 years, but they reckon it's in true age, it's thousands and thousands of years old, and it's in India. It's not in the right place where it actually was. It's been moved, and there are probably other objects around it. And it's just a metal pole, and there's no rust on it. And a bit of information with this. The reason why it was so interesting, metal rust, but this one never rust. Anyway, Caterpillar scientists in the wartime heard about this and sent the scientists over to have a look at it, see if they could make their dicker buckets and tanks better because this thing was so strong. So they took a bit off it, took it back, and broke it all down. Turns out when the Indian people made this structure thousands of years ago, they don't really know. Um, they put hydrogen, they've mixed it, and how on earth did they know this? And that's basically, again, it lost information being gathered from somewhere else. We can only presume. And you put hydrogen in it, and that's just what they do to today when they make the metal strong. That's why I don't wash you see digger buckets and things. Basically, came from that metal pole in India, and it's just that it's this same technology. What we've been given, it's not. We ain't just been given it last few years. We've been given it for many hundred years. I'm did a little 5 minute thing about why maps have changed and why humans are hiding things what's been wrote about, because there's certain people on Earth don't want to share this information. Obviously, they want to keep it to themselves. But obviously, so when aliens are giving us this information, instead of saying, "Well, it's for mankind better," there's a group of us greedy individuals out there saying, "No, we're going to make money on this. We're keeping this to ourselves," and that's what's happening, unfortunately. But the metal pole, it's actual. You can still. I've never seen it. I'd love to see it. But you can go online and have a look. I think they'll say it's 800 years, but it's way beyond that. It's silly age that it's thousands of years old. Yeah, it's incredible. But have a look. But it's no doubt the same what we've just been talking about. We've been given this sort of technology from somewhere else, and just as pyramids, how they line up with everything else, and everything, and it's still going on. I mean, we talked about Area 51. We have them in UK, Switzerland, and Italy, and Germany. They're everywhere. It's not just America. We all sorts of research establishments got wild things going on. But who are these people? Who are these species? How come we're not all benefiting by it? You know, we often see. I've read over years about the tall Nordic blondes, and it's easy to dismiss, and the short greys. Me personally never seen one. That doesn't mean they're not there. But this guy, again, he was a defence minister. You know, if anybody's going to know anything, it would be him. And have a look at Paul Elliott. He's passed away, unfortunately, in 2023. And like I say, he was defence minister from 66 to 69. So just when it's getting excited as well with UFOs, I think, from 50 to 70, 74. So yeah, he was right in there. And he was saying in Canadian establishment as aliens, they have their own. It's not just American or the British. They have their own aliens what they work with. So yeah, no doubt every country's probably got some. It won't be just a select few. I think it's a select few people who's benefiting. That's what's the problem with it, and that's probably why the species don't like to give the information away. Shocking, isn't it? But yeah, it's true story. If you ever look, Port Elliott, lovely chap. I wish I could meet him, but unfortunately we can't now. Anyway, God bless. Thank you.